Hey, what's up, y'all? It's popping. It's D. So we got more updates to this whole Diddy situation. More people are being exposed. I don't know what's going on this year, but everybody's tea is getting spilled. Okay. And now we're talking more about Meek Mill and Usher, how they apparently were messing around with Diddy, and now Christian Combs is also now involved. It's wild. Let's see what's happening. Let's watch.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Impressive channel. In my previous video, I talked about the producer Rodney Jones, who goes by Lil Rod. He just made headlines about his lawsuit against Diddy, and he detailed how Diddy would make advances towards him, unwanted advances. He alleged that he was essayed and he was threatened. He also claimed that Diddy was involved in a lot of illegal activity like trafficking, entertaining minors, allegedly, drugs, shootings, etc. He allegedly was committing crimes under the guise of his music company, and people are now saying that he is guilty of RICO. And this lawsuit is over 70 pages, and the details are absolutely insane. I did do a breakdown, a very concise breakdown of the lawsuit, but there's just a lot more in it that was just insane. And I was wondering if Rodney had proof of all of these allegations, but according to the lawsuit, it said that he has irrefutable evidence of all of the illegal activity that Diddy allegedly was involved in, from trafficking, illegal drug possession, owning illegal firearms, lacing alcoholic beverages and giving it to minors and escorts. It was also alleged that his son, Christian Combs, was out here drugging and taking advantage of women. And he implicated other people in the lawsuit, including Young Miami's cousin, Cuba Gooding Jr., and Diddy's other son, Justin Combs. There were some redacted names in the lawsuit as well, and in my previous video, I talked about those redacted names possibly being Chris Brown and Meek Mill. It was alleged that they were consorting with escorts and minors at Diddy's home, allegedly. Rodney also claims that Diddy tried to groom him into sleeping with him, allegedly. And there was a part in the lawsuit that went viral recently. And in this line, it said this: Mr. Combs, who's Diddy, informed Mr. Jones, who's Rodney, that he had engaged in sexual intercourse with rapper, redacted, R&B singer, redacted, and Stevie J. Mr. Combs promised to make sure that Mr. Jones wins Producer of the Year at the Grammys if he engaged in homosexuality. Now, this part was actually very interesting to me because I do know that Diddy has connections to the Grammys. He's actually on the Grammy board. And it does make me wonder if some of the people on the Grammy board are making people do certain things to get these awards. I don't know, but it is something to think about. Also, when it came to the whole redacted rapper and redacted R&B singer that Diddy allegedly had intercourse with, they didn't say the names of these artists, but in the footnote, they did hint that one of the artists was a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj, who we could assume is Meek Mill, and also it was an R&B singer who performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful Vegas residency, which we could assume is Usher. This is a little disturbing to me because Diddy has known Usher.
Because right here it says...
Philadelphia.
It says that another one is a Grammy Award singer who had trouble with law enforcement after assaulting a Bajan billionaire. Is that how you say it? Probably fucking that up. But that's obviously Rihanna. Because she's from Barbados, and that's how they reference them. And then she said a Super Bowl entertainer. I don't see that footnote, but that's what she just said.
A rapper who dated Nicki Minaj, who we could at the Super Bowl and had a successful Vegas residency, which we could assume is Usher. This is a little disturbing to me because Diddy has known Usher since he was young, like very young. When Usher was first starting his career, he was actually around Diddy. And who knows what Usher experienced being around Diddy.
That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like this out. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world.
Yo, what the f did Puff just say?
when you really watch this video, it sounds crazy because it's almost like Diddy was trying to say they wrestled off the bed, but
Yeah,
he didn't want to
but
say
I'm
it.
laughing
So
at
he
Kevin
said they
Hart.
wrestled off the Frosted Flakes. And he mentioned that Usher was young at the time, and
Ghetto.
Diddy was an adult. He was older than Usher. So,
Sound like
I don't know. That
firecracker,
whole
though.
story was super suspect. And it keeps coming up because people kind of feel like Usher might have been groomed. We don't know that to be true, but that is what people are assuming. Also, the whole Meek Mill situation. Well, it's been rumored that Meek Mill gets around in the industry. Now, we don't know if it's true or not, but there have been rumors out there that Meek likes to get down, especially with some of the wealthier men out there. And when Diddy asks him to party, he doesn't tell him no. Like, they allegedly have a lot of fun together. I mean, they wore matching jammies at one point. And there was a point where Diddy was calling him daddy.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
Did you see how quickly Diddy whipped his head around when Meek was talking about effing somebody? I mean, that was pretty interesting, to say the least. And one thing I'll never forget is when Nicki Minaj was on her Queen radio show, and she said this that really made me wonder if she was talking about Meek.
Money can't, and a lot of, I ain't gonna say no names, but a lot of these people that y'all want me to be with, be fake on the low gay, be abusive, mentally and physically and verbally, be having eating disorders.
Now, Meek Mill did speak out against some of these rumors about him and Diddy. He actually had a series of tweets talking about it, and I'm not going to go through all of the tweets, but, you know, Meek Mill thinks the rumors are outrageous.
Check out that video from yesterday.
And honestly, his sexuality really shouldn't be.
Juicy pussy.
Are outrageous. And
hold on. I didn't see this one. He said, when I got a girl around me, I'm fucking her twice a day. LOL. Ask some of your favorites. Pussy don't control me, but it's like a high. One love to the gay people, but that juicy pussy do it for me. I done ran red lights to get that feeling. Y'all weird on here like devils. LOL. This is a weird ass tweet. You know what? Everything he's accused of, I believe in 1000% now. Because what the fuck is this tweet? Is this supposed to prove to us that you're not gay? Because it sounds like you're trying hard to prove that you're not gay. And all of these nasty details you could have kept to your goddamn self. We didn't need them. And this just makes me think you're more suspect. Because what the fuck is this? What is this? Who says this?
And honestly, his sexuality really shouldn't be a topic. But I'm only speaking about it because he was indirectly implicated in Rodney Jones' lawsuit. And Rodney put it out there that Diddy tries to make advances towards men. He tries to turn men out like Meek Mill, allegedly. And it's one thing if the men are down with it, but if they're not with it, then it becomes a problem. Then it becomes sexual harassment. And this is why Diddy is being called out now. And the allegations of Diddy being around minors, that's also very, very disturbing. And that needs to be a focal point as well, if it's true. And about the threats, Rodney Jones did feel threatened by Diddy. Diddy had guns, and allegedly he wasn't afraid to use them. In fact, Rodney recalled an incident in his lawsuit where Diddy had a heated argument with Justin Combs, and Justin's friend G was present, and G got shot. And Diddy allegedly had this whole incident covered up. Also, Rodney alleged in the lawsuit that Diddy would threaten him. He said he would threaten to eat his face. He displayed guns in his face. He bragged about having law enforcement under control, and he bragged about offing people. He bragged about bribing witnesses and juries in the criminal case concerning the 1999 New York nightclub shooting with Shine. And the victim of that shooting actually spoke out for the first time and corroborated this story.
Hey, how you doing? So, here today about this latest lawsuit
he's the one who
with
did it,
the P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Puffy Sean, Puffy Combs, whatever you want to call him. Lawsuit that has come out involving the producer Lil Rod. So basically his last two major lawsuits, the one with Cassie, she made mention that Puffy made her carry his guns into nightclubs and wherever they went. And he threatened her to make her feel like she had to do so. And while there were lots of things of importance, that stood out to me. And I'm going to tell you why. In this lawsuit with the producer Little Rod, they were both SA'd by him and threatened and physically harmed. But in this lawsuit, he appears to be a very young producer to me. But he said something very specific. As a means of
Girl, get to the
threatening him,
point.
Puffy said, that's why I shot up the club in New York back in 1999 and let Shine take the fall for it. Let me tell you why that's of utmost importance to me. Because I am the woman who he shot in the face. I literally
Why did he do it?
have told everyone and never changed what I said. I watched him. I got pow-powed in the face.
What?
I watched him fire the gun. I've said it all this time. Even the surgeon who did my surgery to take out part of the bullet fragments that was aspirating into my lungs and try to remove as many bullet fragments as possible testified in the criminal trial that while they were putting me under, I was screaming, Puffy, pew pew me in the face. He testified in the criminal trial. It is in the record. They all knew he did it. Everybody knew he did it. But he paid off the club bouncer named
take the
Sharice
fall?
and all these other people and the club owners with their video to hide the video. That's his MO. I told everybody that. This man almost took my life, has traumatized my life, has caused undue harm, irreparable damage to my life.
Why did he
lied
just do
his
that?
behind
Was
off.
it an accident?
I've had all these youngins on the internet harassing me, swearing that I'm making it up that he did it. And look what he did to Little Rod. He threatened him. Oh, you don't think I bust my gun? I shot up the club in Club New York and let Shine take the fall for it. I shot them people. Well. It only took 24 whole years for it to come out. You see this tattoo? This commemorates me getting shot. It took 24 years for him to come out and say it. I've been saying it all along, but y'all pick and choose who y'all want to believe. Oh, baby.
Damn.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Not only did he pew me in the face, he also set off a course of harassment against me for the past 24 years. When I tell you the things I went through, there was a time in 2017 and 2018 where I got 7 flats on my BMW. 7, the same tire, in a 2-year span. 7 on the same tire, and they were all new. Every time it happened, I had to get a new tire. I have the pictures to prove it. Harassing me. You want to know why? Because prior to Cassie, I was the only person to be victimized by him and then to successfully sue him and get paid. And he had to pay me out of his pocket. He has never gotten over that. Oh, baby. You see this RICO charge that's about to come? This conspiring and pew-pewing up the club and ruining or attempting to ruin my life? As God is my witness, I will not stop until you suffer every single iota of punishment, until I have every second of recompense that you took from me. For every tear that I had to cry, or my children had to cry, I am going to get $1 million back from you. I will not stop until you pay the price for what you did to my life. Y'all ain't seen or heard nothing yet.
That's terrible.
Listen, if Diddy gets hit with RICO, that's it. That's it for him. I mean, there are just way too many people, way too many victims out there who have stories to tell. I mean, there are way too many witnesses. And at first I was wondering if Lil Rod was going to be successful with his lawsuit against Diddy because, you know, he still has to provide proof for all of the allegations. But the more people come out and corroborate his story, the worse Diddy looks, the more guilty Diddy looks. And I just feel like we're still at the beginning stages. I mean, more people are going to come out. There's going to be more lawsuits. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Anyway, tell me what y'all think about this.
This is wild. We're witnessing his downfall like right in front of our eyes. So it will be interesting to see how this plays out. And yeah, if he did do all of these things, he definitely needs to pay the price. It's crazy how people with a lot of money, they feel like they're invincible and they feel like they're above the law and that, you know, no one could ever touch them. But hopefully, you know, if he does go down, and it looks like he is going to go down, hopefully that will deter other billionaires from abusing their power as well, because it is fucked up, the things that they do, and they feel like their money can just, protect them, permanently, but clearly that's not the case, because people is coming for his ass. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though. Pause. Pause on that, considering what's going on. Yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what other videos you want me to watch, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye!